Hello. Today I'm going to be explaining to you guys the process and steps of the nitrogen cycle. So here on my whiteboard, I have already two steps I already had. So the first step is that in the atmosphere, there is already two nitrogen oxides. These two nitrogen oxides are really the whole ingredients basically that make up oxygen. The next step is that nitrogen from the air, from the atmosphere, remember, it becomes a part of a matter because of bacteria and algae. And in that process, it's called nitrogen fixation. Okay, so the next step is a basic kind of plant. It's called legume. I'm really not sure how to pronounce it, but yeah, it could be alfalfa or soybeans or I forgot the other one, but yeah, and these plants create nodals in the roots of the plants. The next step is that the legume or the nodals, it takes nitrogen from the atmosphere, and now you have ammonia, or also known as NH3. Oops. But remember that ammonia, it's just a fancy word for fertilizer. Sorry, I spelled that wrong. So ammonia is just fertilizer, and fertilizer obviously goes to farms for the soil. Okay, now all that aside, animal waste is basically ammonia, because ammonia is a fertilizer for the plants, and animal waste, like manure, is also a fertilizer for the plants. It helps and strengthens the soil and, has a lot of vitamins. Okay, so now ammonia and oxygen, if they combine, then you have a simple nitric acid. Okay, so basically, here's a simple way of saying it. Ammonia is fertilizer. Ammonia and nitric acid is fertilizer. Animal waste is fertilizer. Okay? So those three things are all the same thing. But also, animal waste must be decomposed first to be a fertilizer. You can't just have animal waste and expect it to help the soil. It has to decompose into the soil first, into the earth. So basically, to end this whole video, the last or close to last step basically is that other bacteria in the soil now form a process called denitrification. Denitrification. Basically, denitrification are nitrates that make the nitrates go back to a nitrogen gas. So now it's going from these little light nitrates back to a solid gas. And a little fact is that this process, the denitrification, is also known as laughing gas. And I think that everybody knows what that is.